Hi, I'm Nancy Bacon, and I've been working with Washington Food Coalition and the Safety and Health Investment Program on this new tool, the Nonprofit Safety Hero. We just launched our new ergonomics course. And so I want to share it with you, make sure you know about it, and have the opportunity to think about how to use this within your organization. Now, hopefully you know that there is free on-demand learning on the Nonprofit Safety Hero site. This is a project in partnership with Washington Food Coalition and SHIP, and it is absolutely free and created with food banks and food-oriented organizations in mind. So please think about how you might use this. We have 5 topics that we've been working through: safety leadership, food safety. I want to talk a little bit about ergonomics now. Safe buildings and tools and equipment is just coming online, so take a peek for that. The on-demand courses have short videos, a guide, and opportunities to reflect. It's all there on that website, nonprofitsafetyhero.com. Now let's talk a little bit about ergonomics. This is hot off the press. So download that guide and share it with everyone you know. It supports the videos that are there on that website. We hope that you'll think about how to use this with your staff in terms of orientation, or maybe part of your safety committee where you talk about ergonomics there. Use it as an orientation for your volunteers. Again, it's free. You can ask them to do it before they start their first shift, or do it together, however that works. We also think these resources are great for your leadership team and for board members, because they might be making decisions about what to invest in or how to staff programs. And so you might think about how they might take a sneak peek into these programs. So let me show you a little bit of what's in that ergonomics curriculum. We talk about the principles of ergonomics. And so these are those high level kind of mindset level ideas that we want to get people thinking about before you go into the specifics of ergonomics. So first, work conditions matter. So the ability to stretch, the ability to have comfortable air around you, the ability to just be in a comfortable space. Second is body position. I'm going to talk about that in a second. Exertion and repetition. So how much you're doing and how often you're doing it also really matters. Let's talk just briefly about body position. We give more information about this in the guide, but essentially your body has a default position where you're standing, your back is straight, your legs are straight, maybe one foot is up if you're standing up, and your arms are roughly at a right angle. Anytime that you're in a different position, so head down or wrists contorted or anything like that, then you start to have problems. And so that gets at the issues of body position. We also want to talk about where the work happens. The heavier the work, the lower the arms. So precision work is up closer to your eyes, light work is there at that right angle, and heavy work is lower, more at wrist height. If you're sitting, you want to make sure that computer monitor is 18 to 24 inches away from your face. And again, notice those angles, the angles of the back to the legs. And they're a little bit more than 90 degrees, but they're not in much different position than that. I want to talk a little bit about the power zone. So this is where we have our most power. This is where we're least likely to have damage if we pick up something heavy. And I like to think about it as the Tyrannosaurus arm rule. Imagine your elbows stuck to your body. That is your best power space. So we want to do as much work as possible in that space that we can reach if our elbows are connected to our bodies. A little bit outside of that, we have a preferred work zone. So not quite the power zone, but better than things like up above your head or down on the ground. And those are your caution zones. You know, L&I has worked with Oregon to produce a really cool lifting calculator. It's in the guide and there's the URL. And it's pretty cool where you can actually figure out where the box is, how many times you're doing something, whether you're twisting your body or not, which immediately reduces how much you can carry. And so if you're trying to increase awareness of ergonomics, you can invite a volunteer or a staff member to use the lifting calculator to figure out what an optimal weight is or what your maximum weight is under which you need to stay to be ergonomically strong. So that's an introduction to the ergonomics lesson. My question for you to ponder as you go forth is, how will you use the nonprofit Safety Hero resources in your organization? Is this something you could use for a volunteer orientation? Is this something you might use for your staff? Good luck, stay in touch, and keep looking for more resources as they roll out.